felt really busy, but has it actually created more job opportunity? Cooper Fitch has crunched the numbers to find out in its first quarter employment index. And we are very pleased to be joined by the founder and the CEO, Dr. Trefor Murphy. Good morning. It's lovely to see you.
Yeah, morning, Brandy.
And welcome down to Commerce City.
Yeah, thank you. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
Let's look at where and if jobs are being created. I'm interested in two countries in your index, although you do look at the Gulf as a whole, the UAE and Saudi Arabia. Let's start with the UAE. An increase of just over 1% compared to last quarter. Is that a good number?
It's a slightly weaker number than the last four quarters, but I still think it's a pretty good number. We're starting off quite a high baseline with the UAE recording close to Saudi numbers in terms of jobs, particularly in the second half of last year. So to still grow by 1.5% with everything that's happening in the world is still probably a pretty decent, although slightly weaker number.
Because I'm thinking about the population growth that we have seen here recently. And I'm wondering whether this job creation is enough for the population growth that we're seeing.
Probably not. We're still seeing some of the things that we've spoken about many times, where we've got an oversupply of people looking to come to Dubai or come to the UAE, and not enough jobs available to them. So wait times for jobs is gone up, and applicants is still increasing. But a lot of these people are still coming to the region. Again, we've spoken about this previously, where there's a lot of them coming to the region with no job in hand, and they're still coming.
Some of your language in here, I'm a little concerned about. I'm not going to lie. You say that employers are prioritising efficiency over job creation. What does that mean on the ground in blunt, everyday terms?
Okay, I mean, companies that aren't prioritizing efficiencies over people will lead to inefficiencies and then no jobs for people. So, but I just think there's a real focus on maybe slightly weaker return numbers from the last couple of years, with the EBITDA numbers for the organizations that we work with not where they used to be. And I think they're really looking at things like AI to make their organizations more efficient, but very, very focused on bottom line.
Okay. Are you suggesting that we are doing more work with less people when you talk about efficiency over job creation?
So far we're still increasing the number of jobs, but we're certainly getting more output out of individual people, whether it's individual contributors or even leaders.
The fact that three of the areas that have seen increases here, AI, tech and digital, are we starting to see AI eat into jobs?
No. So far, what we've seen is certainly building in more efficiencies, understanding how AI, digital is probably a clear route to, if you implement it, this is what you'll get back. But we're still trying to figure out how AI will actually impact individual jobs and the workplace. You know, it's coming. Everyone is using it, but I don't think we've seen the real net effect, how it maybe potentially could reduce some particular job categories.
You look at job creation in this index, not jobs overall.
Yes.
So you're not looking at whether or not jobs are staying or being eliminated by tech or any other reason.
It's a pure number, a number of new jobs created.
But what's your Scooby sense on that? Are you hearing about or feeling redundancies? What are your clients telling you?
Nothing at the moment as it relates to AI or digital. Like, yes, they're moving jobs around based on
whether... well, not relating to AI or digital, in general then.
Yeah, I think in any organization, your product A will be doing very well and product B is not doing as well, and then they need to reshape the size of that team. So that's an ongoing part of any successful organization. So we're certainly seeing that. Organizations where real estate is booming and then retail is maybe not so hot, so they're just reducing then teams to scale to market conditions.
Okay, so you are seeing some of your clients reducing headcount?
Yes.
Let's have a look at Saudi. It is top of the pops for this
Yeah.
Gulf
Yeah.
index. 3.5% job creation. Are those long-term jobs or are those project jobs?
Most of those are long-term jobs. So obviously it's well documented. Certain projects are being sized to market conditions in terms of a return on investment, particularly within public investment fund. We support about 60 public investment fund portfolio companies. All of them are hiring, and it's all companies that they've created that most of these jobs are going into.
That's really interesting because we have heard about a bit of a right sizing
Yeah.
in some of the
Yeah.
different areas in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Whether that comes to the amount of multiples there are on wages or even just a relook at some of the projects. But
Yeah.
you say that all 60 of those PIF entities are hiring.
All hiring. And I think it's certainly a resize in some of the mega and some of the giga projects. Focus on urban areas like Riyadh and Jeddah, particularly, and some of the holy sites like Mecca, Medina. But yeah, it's super busy at the moment.
We've got about 1 minute left with you. What could tariffs mean for all of this?
That's the $100 million question at the moment. I mean, look, our the US, obviously, the amount of product that we import from the US is far, far greater than what we export to the US. I don't see it having an immediate effect. It could have some long-term effects.
Because we're a global trade hub,
We sure
aren't
are,
we?
yeah.
And we've
Yeah.
got a lot of people in logistics and transportation that aren't just looking at here. They are looking at people sending stuff to and from everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah. Yeah. I'd see that's one that hub and transportation piece could get affected. I think we will play the right smart game with the US in terms of tariffs and how that's handled. But that global hub, and if Europe and US if there's a global crisis, obviously we will feel that for sure.
The founder and CEO of Cooper Fitch, Dr. Trefor Murphy, with us here